What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Onethirty HQ. It's been a busy few weeks again, but this week especially is definitely a lot busier. We got a few cars in here, so the Eurofighter is in here, 335 and Becky's car, and good news is they're all going to be in action this weekend. We're bringing all three cars to the Drift Games Bash on in Mondello Park this weekend, so I'm very, very excited. It's been quite a while since we had this car in action, and the same for Becky's car. But Becky was driving her car about 2 weeks ago in Mondello Park for a video shoot we were working on. And before that, my brother Mike, he fitted a new steel head gasket because the old gasket was kind of a bit soft, and the gearbox as well was after losing fifth and reverse. So Michael found a very, very fresh SR20 gearbox that was well looked after out in the yard for 6 years. So we stripped that, cleaned it all down, banged it into the car, and it's working out sweet. So she's all running nice again. It's great to have the car back in action, and Becky was really happy to be driving the car. It's going to be great for her again this weekend to drift, and I'm really excited to be driving this. So, you know, we have two very equal cars, similar power. So I'll be definitely chasing her around the track, and hopefully she'll be chasing me too. So I'm very excited about that. This car needs a fair bit of work. Michael just had the rocker cover off it. Plastic crap. But
I'll be fairly taken happy now if it keeps the oil inside now.
Yeah, it was why don't BMW stand their engine straight? But basically the oil and the rocker cover was sitting to one side, and the gasket wasn't looking the best, so we put a fresh gasket on it, fresh rocker cover gasket, and hopefully it'll stop the oil leaking down onto the exhaust manifold. So yeah, we definitely don't want to fire. We put a temperature gauge on it, bigger FMIC oil cooler. We took out the stat as well for the oil cooler, so it was going into limp home mode because the oil temperature was getting too hot, and we don't know what the water temperature was before because it had no gauge. Fitted a new gauge, and also fitted an NRG steering wheel and a quick release weld-on spline, so that tidies up the inside quite a lot. So I'm really excited to drive this car again. It's when it's going right, it's really good fun. It's already on a Wise Fab kit on the front, has the BC coilovers, 720 wheels, so it's a really fun car to drive. So getting back to the Eurofighter, we have the Samsoners removed. It's that time of the year just to strip and inspect. Nothing's too badly worn, but we're going to change out a couple of things just to be on the safe side, and that means also we have good second-hand spares to have trackside in case we ever did have an issue. So we're going to be putting this back together tomorrow. It's already Thursday night. Put that all back together, back in the car. Right, so getting back underneath, as you saw on a couple of videos ago, we put all new Wise Fab on the back, and for track regulations on track days, we fitted a silencer. So it's a really easy job. It's just connected with a V-band, so we can run it straight through within a couple of minutes if we want. But this is a FMIC 4-inch silencer, and it actually works out really, really good. I'll show you guys in the next video when we're in Mondello Park for the bash this weekend. It's definitely a lot quieter down low, but still sounds awesome up high. And this is the other side of the exhaust. This actually looks like a downpipe, but it's actually the piece that comes up to that V-band I just showed you, and that's just to avoid the sway bar in the back. So a lot of you guys have been asking about speed socket, and I just thought I'd give you guys an explanation of how it works, how long we've been using it, and yeah, it's a great piece of kit that we started using back before Riga last year, so well over 12 months. We've been using it in Russia all this season, and Amol Racing S14 has used over close to 400 tires, so that'll give you an idea how much we've been using this. So here we have the new Pro Carbon speed socket, which is 10% lighter than the old steel one which we have been using, and these new copper coated chromoly nuts in 19mm. Right, so let's show you guys how it all works. So you can see here the detent balls retain the nuts in the socket. The internal spring and plunger stacks the wheel nuts against the detent balls. So as you can see here, as we're changing the wheel, Speed Socket's internal system allows for a simple wheel change without cross-threading or even needing to touch a wheel nut. And just like that, all your wheel nuts are off and sitting in the socket, ready to go straight back on again. Doesn't get much simpler than that. We never lose our nuts. Everything is always in the socket. You're not kicking them around the floor. It doesn't get quicker or simpler. Speed socket. So I hope that gives you a better idea about speed socket. If you're interested, Speed Socket have distributors worldwide, including Europe, UK, Japan, USA. Head to speedsocket.com, and yeah, this Friday, Black Friday, they're running a 10% discount code, Onethirty. So check it out, guys. Are you confident, Mike? We'll have no oil leaks or fires, hopefully. And they're just so much more complicated to work on. That's the one thing. I really think this car has a lot of potential, but to do anything on like a semi-modern BMW, there's just so much crap. Yeah, that's what I dislike about this car. And same for like if you're going after turbos or anything like that.
Anything on standard engine management.
Yeah. So standard engine management, and also it has direct injection. So it's an interesting one. We'll see how it goes this weekend, and then we'll make up our mind if we want to keep going with this car or what to do with it. But when it's going well, it's great. When it's not, it's a pain in the ass. Let's run up and see if we can see Chris's car. My nephew Chris is after putting together this S14, which I had for the last 7 years. I bought this shell a long time ago with nothing on it, and I was going to put it together for a missile practice car, and basically it was sitting there for years, nothing happening. And Chris, my nephew, who's 6 years younger than me, hi Chris,
How's it fuck?
he's been working days here with my brother, and then every single night till about 3 AM with the last 2 weeks putting the car together. And tonight he's going mapping, and he's going to be at his first ever drift bash this weekend. So it's really cool to see the car come together. Has a lot of, basically put together with a lot of parts that were just sitting around. So SR20 with a HKS head gasket, HKS GTRS turbo, which was on Declan Tarnell's old S14 from many years ago. It's on my old ECU and wiring loom before we switched to ECU Master. So that has that side of it running nice. Front mount, it's on a SR box. How many spare boxes do you have?
6.
Yeah, hydraulic handbrake, old crumpled doors off my Falcon S14, yeah, my old wheels and everything. It's on Wisefab in the front. Really looking forward to it this weekend, driving with Chris, driving with Becky. I'll get Michael driving one of the cars for sure, and it should be a really good time. Best of luck mapping.
So
Third time looking. Right, so in other news, we finally got Onethirty merchandise back in stock, and a full new range of stuff, which I'm really excited about. I'll get straight into it and show you guys. We got new hoodies, new t-shirts, hats, different colours. This is our new kind of design logo. 130, the number on the back with 130 in writing, and then the front is the same as what I'm wearing. So very happy with that. Michael, what do you think?
really like it.
What's your favourite?
I think
Michael has been a huge part of making all of this happen.
I think the white t-shirt and the grey hoodie.
White t-shirt and grey hoodie. So yeah, this is the white t-shirt. It's really cool. We got it designed by Latuta, and basically this shot is from Riga at the FIA Intercontinental Drifting Cup that we won this year. And if you go to this 150-140 on the live stream, it's actually this shot with the car coming around the last corner on the wall, and it's just a really cool design. I'm very happy with it. And what else did you say you liked?
The grey hoodie and
yeah, the grey,
the black t-shirt as well, more casual.
Grey hoodie with the 130 in blue in the back. I'm really excited to have all of this stuff back. We also got a new print that we're going to be doing, limited edition, 130 of them, and this is from the last round in Sochi and our famous qualifying run. Yeah, it's a really cool photo, so we're signing them, getting them out. We probably, to be honest, we won't be shipping till next week because it's Thursday night now and we have 3 cars to finish, and we're going to the Drift Bash this weekend. But from next Monday we'll be shipping everything out, but everything is now live on the shop, 130.shop, and yeah, very excited. We signed the first one?
Yep.
Yeah, it should be. One. Very good. So yeah, that's the first one signed. Very, very excited about all of this. And to be honest, we wanted to have merchandise out there easier last year during the season, but with running RDS and getting used to everything over there, we just didn't have the time to make it happen. So we're hoping from this point onwards and going into next year, we're going to have some extra help so we can keep stocks up, and we can also keep running and try new designs and just keep it all running from this point onwards. So very, very excited. Huge thanks to Michael for all the hard work and everyone that's been helping us designing and doing all that process. But yeah, we're very, very happy and looking forward to this weekend. So yeah, this weekend, as I said, we're in Mondello Park. It's going to be a good one, 2 days of drifting. So if you're in Ireland, try to go up. It's going to be a good laugh, it's going to be relaxed, and I just can't wait to drive. To be honest, I think a lot of people are excited to see me driving the Eurofighter, but I'm actually most excited about driving this once it stays running and doesn't overheat and do all BMW things. Yeah, it should be a good weekend, and we'll definitely be recording all of it too, so next week we'll have an action-packed video. So yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you guys for supporting, and we'll see you next week.